How you doing, Mr. DJ? Rolling right back, counting down my fancy playlist of November 2005. And boy, debuting at number 41 might be the highest debut on this fancy playlist. No, not the highest debut. The highest debut is going to be at number 12. My goodness. But at number 41, this is a 50-song playlist. Lovely record. Trina and Kelly Rowland together. Trina rapping. She had that brattiness about her when she rapped. She was in your face, a little bit, had a little bit of an edge. I like Trina. She came out with some songs I liked. And there was Kelly Rowland putting in her smooth, absolutely smooth R&B vocals, which was the perfect foil, the perfect counterpoint to Trina's rapping. Here we go at number 41. It sampled Force MD's Tender Love. God, I remember Tender Love. That was in 1986. Really liked a couple of songs by Force MD's. There was Tender Love in 86 and then Love is a House. God, I fell in love with that record in 1987. Well, anyway, they sampled the song Tender Love. Trina was not as big. Now, XXL Magazine, they nominated Trina as the most consistent rapper of all time. That might be pushing it a little bit, but still, she put out about 5 or 6 CDs, never got really big. Looking back on the 90s, I'm thinking about The Brat, came out in 1994. You might probably remember Funkified. And there was Lil Kim in 1996. Boy, she caused a splash in 1996. The suggestiveness of her lyrics and the risque of her apparel raised a lot of eyebrows back in the day. And there was Foxy Brown. She came up in 96 and 97. And, Missy Elliott. 1996, her first big hit, I believe, when she came out with her version of I Can't Stand the Rain, or it's just called The Rain. Trina came out a little bit later, about 1999. She was picked out by Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy put her on a CD called www.thug.com, I believe was the name of it. And then Trina put out her first CD about a year later. Actually, I believe it was I think it's 2000, The Baddest Bee. That's the thing about remember watching the videos going into 1999 and 2000. Remember watching some of those videos by Trina. There's also other rappers like Ja Rule. JC was coming out in 1999. Oh gosh, Big Timers, and there's several others that don't come to mind right now. But anyway, she put out about 5 albums that did okay. Her third album was called The Glamorous Life. The Glamorous Life. The first single off that album, Don't Trip, I believe, was the first single. She did that with Lil Wayne. She was involved with Lil Wayne. As a matter of fact, around the time this song came out, here we go, she was dating Lil Wayne on and off. And at one point, they were talking about getting engaged. And she got pregnant. Lil Wayne had a miscarriage. And later on went out with a basketball player named Kenyon Martin. That was later on in the late 2000s. Really remember Trina back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Very lovely woman. And she came out, I do remember Pullover. The Box, one of the video channels used to play that. Pullover. I remember that in 1999. It might have been around the spring of 2000. That one didn't do so well. Went to number 83 on Billboard's Hot 100. That's it. Didn't do much better on R&B, I don't think. But have some vivid memories of watching that video, though, just the same. Kelly Rowland of Destiny's Child, Child, just still trying to get my engines warmed up. Cold starting this engine. Kelly Rowland teaming up with Trina with Here We Go at number 41 on my fantasy playlist, October 6, 2005.